Hello everybody. Today I'll be sharing who I am, what I do, and who I was prior to today. My name is Muhamad Tahir. I'm from San Diego, California, and I currently attend Grossmont Community College, and in the future I plan on transferring to San Diego State University to study kinesiology. For work, I'm a coach and a personal trainer at a personal training facility, and when I'm not working or going to school, I do competitive powerlifting. So let's get straight into it. So by the time I was 12 years old, I've been suspended multiple times, expelled, and even kicked out of my school district that I was in. The things I did involved talking back to teachers, fighting on campus, and even smoking marijuana on campus. As time went on and my uncontrollable behavior continued, there always seemed to be that one thing that kept me on my toes, which was football. And it wasn't so much the physical aspect of the game, but more so the mental aspect of the game. And the biggest reason for this was because of my coaches. They always found a way to parallel football with real life, and one of the things they told me that have stuck to me until today was simply, when you fall down, get back up because no one else but yourself will help you. I know that sounds so simple, but out of all the things my family and my teachers told me, this simple piece of advice seemed to be the easiest thing for me to do. So an example of this would be during football practice, when we did hitting drills and one of us fell down, our coaches would remind us that, hey, when you fall down, no one but yourself will help you get back up. And this seemed like the easiest thing for me to do. So getting up in real life for me meant respecting my peers, respecting my teachers, respecting my parents, and actually trying in school. And when I did that, I saw a huge change in my life. And when I finally decided to get up, this was right around the time I was entering high school. So to sum up my high school experience, I was the captain and leader of my varsity football team, my varsity track and field team, and during my senior awards, I was recognized as a leader on campus and off campus, meaning on the field that I played on. So that should sum up my high school experience for you guys, and from that you should see how different it was from middle school and elementary into high school. So people knew me in high school as the nice and smart Mo versus the people who knew me in elementary and middle school as the troublemaking bully Mo. So that pretty much sums up my story, and I know I didn't give a lot of details on it, but that's okay. The main reason I'm making this video is for you guys, and I want to take a step back and say that yes, I went through a drastic change, but it was not easy at all. It involved therapy, anger management, and the biggest thing was putting my pride aside, especially being Kurdish. You know, mental health or things like that are not looked at. But at the end of the day, it was well worth it, and I just want to tell you guys that don't be afraid to be judged. You know, who cares what, for example, Ahmed's mom or whoever's mom says about you. At the end of the day, what matters the most is your own well-being and how you feel on the inside. Yes, we're known as Kurds, the strong people, but before we're Kurds, we're human beings, so we need to take care of our mental health and be aware of any negative feelings that we have on the inside. Because if we're feeling negative on the inside, then we'll betray all those emotions on people around us, and it'll just create a really negative environment, versus when you're taking care of yourself on the inside, you'll create a positive environment around yourself. Don't be afraid to reach out for help. It's there for you, and there's professional help, or your peers or your parents, whoever it is that you feel comfortable with talking to, go ahead and reach out to them. Don't be afraid of that. Also, don't be embarrassed that you're going through a hard time. You know, you're not the only one. People go through things all the time, and it'll be better to reach out versus staying quiet. And the struggle will show you your true potential and how strong you are, because you'll do things that you never ever thought were possible. So go ahead and take the step, get help. Also, aside from getting help for yourself, be someone who's available to another person. A lot of people don't even want advice, they just want someone to listen to them, and that simply will do it for them. In closing, I want to bring up a topic that recently happened in Nashville, and it might bring up some uneasy feelings, so I apologize in advance, but I feel like this is the perfect timing to bring something up like this. So I heard about the male who took his life recently, and this just goes to show you that these issues really exist and they shouldn't be ignored, and people really need help. Feeling suicidal is nothing out of the ordinary. A lot of people feel it from simple things like stress from school or work. So it's nothing like taboo or something that's looked down upon. So if you or someone you know is suicidal or have ever spoke about it, go ahead and get help. Speak to someone or reach out to a professional. Simply speaking up can help save a life, including your own. Alrighty guys, I want to thank you guys very much for tuning in and watching this video. To close this video off, I'm going to set up a slide at the end of the video, and I want you guys to all pull out your phones and take a photo of it. So basically on the slide, the top, you'll see the number of the Suicidal Prevention Line in Nashville, Tennessee. And so these are professionals you can reach out for help if you know of anyone who is suicidal or if you yourself is suicidal. At the bottom, you'll see my Instagram. And I want to start off by saying I'm not a professional, but I'll leave it there. If you guys want to DM me for any advice or simply just curious about anything, my story or whatever it is, shoot me a DM. I'll be happy to reply. And yeah, thank you guys very much and hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope to hear from some of you guys soon.